That time again on a Thursday when we delve into the fabulous world of artificial intelligence. Lebaham Pagela is our navigator on this journey. What we got this morning?
Yeah, TT, there's some really exciting things that are happening in South Africa. So you remember a couple of weeks ago, we spoke about how we're slacking as a continent when it comes to AI infrastructure, right? It looks like there are people that were listening, and there's some movement that seems to be happening between some public-private partnerships that are currently happening. That's how influential we are. But the downside is that these people did not send an invite. How do you take my ideas and you don't invite me to your summit that is currently happening, but I'm just happy there seems to be some movement and some initiatives that are looking to literally bring Africa up to speed. So currently in Sandton, there's a Google Cloud Summit that is underway, and there are just a few exciting things that I thought that I would share with the power listeners that are on the way right now, that are announced at the summit. The president was there, and he was one of the speakers to open up the summit, which opened yesterday. So the few things that I wanted us to touch on this morning is something that's going to be very excited. Especially I'm very excited because I am from Soweto. There's some exciting things, and for the longest time there's always been that gap between people that are in the townships who may not have the resources to get up to speed with the latest technology, and the people that are privileged enough like us to be able to get up to speed with some of these things. So Google actually announced an innovation center that will be built at the George Thabo TVET College in Soweto, which is a brand new 3 million rand digital hub that's going to be built there. So this thing will actually give the student developers and creators free access to AI, high-tech AI tools and some digital training. So if you are fascinated and you are in Soweto right now, you may want to inquire about this. I think they only started building it right now. It should be launching around 2027. And to you, Speech, my man, this is for your kids' future. So start plotting plans to go check the data center. This is for your kids' future. Make sure that you as a community are guarding that thing with everything, because this thing will be beneficial to your children in the long run. But this is super exciting. Yeah, there's just so many people that will benefit from this one. So if you're in Soweto, don't say things don't happen. If you have nothing to do right now, find out, get a bit of information about when these things will be launching, so you can also get up to speed with what's happening in the world of technology. So if you are also a startup, right? And I know a lot of times I've called for a couple of people and I got blue ticked who are doing amazing things in AI. If you're doing something great, just send me an email, lebohamp@power987.co.za. So there's a Google for Startups Accelerator. So if you're an AI startup, from mid-June, Google will be selecting about 15 top African tech startups, right, that will be receiving equity-free funding, advanced AI training, and direct mentorship from Google's top global experts. So the applications for this one will be happening, I think, around the 15th of July, if I'm not mistaken. So be on the lookout for that. So there'll be 15 that are selected, and you'll be getting valuable training from people that are already insiders in this AI tech world, to ensure that your startup actually grows to be a big enough company in South Africa. And there's some things that are also exciting that are happening on a macro level. So would you ever think that like the Eastern Cape at some point would ever turn into like a Silicon Valley or sorts?
Really, the Eastern Cape?
Yeah, in the Eastern Cape, a new massive data hub is being built in the Eastern Cape. It's called the Digital Exchange Point, right? So think of this as like a warehouse. So maybe someone, if I get it wrong, someone may maybe try to explain it to me on social media. So think of it as a big warehouse. So historically, every single time you put in a request for data, right? So whatever it is that you type on Google, on any other platform, a search that you do. So the information, your request travels to, like, say, Europe or America, and then it will bring the data back to South Africa. So that led to like latency and a bit of waiting time for you to get some of the results. So this digital exchange hub will be like a warehouse that houses majority of the internet data. So when you put in a request, instead of the data traveling all the way to Europe or the United States, the data will be going to the Eastern Cape and coming back. So of course that's going to make it faster.
Right.
You know,
right,
so it's not
okay.
going all the way thousands of kilometers. So there's also some other like highly complex infrastructure that they're building to ensure that this actually works optimally, which is an undersea cable called the Umoja. And I thought it was Umoja in the South African way, but apparently it's another term like in Swahili.
Swahili, yeah.
Kiswahili. What does it mean?
I can't remember what Umoja means, but yes, I know it's a Swahili.
Yeah,
Swahili.
I thought it was like Moja. I was like, okay, they came up with Moja. Clearly, this thing is very South African.
I'll Google it in a second.
Yeah. So there's also an applied AI lab that is based in Ghana. So this will be helping local tech founders use AI to solve unique regional challenges from healthcare to agriculture. So essentially, reason why I wanted to speak about this is the fact that at least there are some private companies that are saying Africa will be lacking if we don't stand up and be part of the change.
Yeah.
And they'll miss out as well, because we have a big continent, we have big, exciting young people that are looking to get into these things that should be using some of these products, but they just don't have the information. So it looks like the future when it comes to AI and bringing up Africa up to speed will be between private and public partnerships.
This is exciting because I mean I see there's also developer scholarships that are up for grabs here.
Yeah. So a lot of exciting things that are in the deck that will be on my website, lebopukela.co.za. You can check it out and see where you actually fit in this ecosystem and what you could do to get ahead with what's happening in the world of AI as well as cloud computing in general.
Great stuff. So check it out, lebopukela.co.za. The deck will be up a little bit later, all the information that he's just shared with us about this exciting developments coming out of the Google Cloud Summit underway here in Sandton. Great things are coming your way, Soweto. Great things are coming your way out there in the Eastern Cape. This is the Power Break.